Hi guys, today I'm going to be giving you a tour of the yard. Now I'll just give you a bit of background first. I moved to Norfolk in 2017 and obviously I had Lara and Millie, who was my old pony, to move too. Now my boyfriend's granny, this is her house. Sadly she's no longer with us. They really kindly still let me use the stables, which is really lovely of them. I'm in charge of keeping everything running. I'm essentially like the yard manager. So we've got two other liveries. We've got Charlie, who has her horses Em and the Shetland Tess, and then we've got Louise across the road, who has two horses as well. So altogether there is 2, 4, 6. Can I count? Yeah, 6 horses. That is the long and short of it. So I just thought I would take you around today and show you kind of like the ins and outs of the yard, give you a little tour. Let's go. So we're going to start with the main event. The stables. So here we have 4 horse stables. They are 12 by 12. So this is the livery stable. Charlie, her horse Em, is in here. As you can see, lovely, big and airy. They come with a hay bar if you want to use it, but Charlie uses her own hay bar over here. And she's got the springiest rubber matting in the world. Look at the thickness. Look at the thickness of that. That's crazy. So that's stable number 1. Stable number 2 is currently empty. So this was Lara's stable. I decided to move her so that she was next to Bonnie, so I can have like my half of the yard and Charlie can have her half of the yard, which makes it a lot easier. I also like that the stables, if necessary, you can, well, I'm not going to untie that now. But you can put the top door across, and then we're coming to stable number 3, and that is Lara's stable. On Sundays, I like to shift the beds up, give them a proper sweep out, make them all nice and clean and tidy for the weekend. So that means that later on, I will be able to put these down, put another bale in, and hey presto. And then last, but definitely not least, Bonnie's stable. So very much the same thing. She doesn't have full rubber matting, she's only got rubber matting at the back and one little mat over there. She's also got a side corner trough thingy, but I put little bits in there like grooming brushes if I need to. Here is her swinger. Lovely stables, very lucky ponies. They are traditional. You've got the lovely wood here. In the summer, I said this last year and the year before, I think I'm going to give them a lick of paint because yeah, they definitely need it. Obviously, bit of spring cleaning is definitely in the mix. Comment below if you'd like to see a spring clean stable video. Maybe I'll do it on a nice day.
In a bikini?
Yeah. So now I'm going to take you into the tack room. Here we go. So I apologise in advance. I'm just going to say this quickly. It's a bit messy. I haven't done my tack room clean out yet, which I will do for the spring, but here we go. Here's the tack room. Got the heater, which is a winter essential. Got my saddles here. If anyone wants to buy GP saddle, there's GP saddles for sale. Lara's saddle, Em's saddle. These are Em's rugs. These are Lara's rugs. And then basically all the other stuff that the eye could see is mine because I am a hoarder. Hence why I need to have a clear out and a bit of an organise, but we'll come round to that. You may notice on the wall here, so these rosettes must be about like 50 years old because they are the winnings of my boyfriend's family's auntie and uncle and dad when they used to go to gymkhanas and stuff, because riding's always been in their family. And I think it's really nice to keep it up here. And then obviously I've got my token 2 little rosettes here. I do have more rosettes, I just haven't put them in yet. So anyway, my favourite thing, which I've literally just figured out. For years I've been tack cleaning up here, for years. And then I figured out the other day, look, all in one. That's game changing. Do you not think? Anyway, small thing, isn't it? And then under there is Willa's cage for when she stays in the tack room, because if she doesn't go in her cage, she will chew absolutely everything. And in between the rugs there, that's Fig's bed. Oh, Figgy, come on, let's go. Because I basically am in charge of keeping the yard nice and clean and tidy, I have to make sure that I set a good example to my one other livery. I mean, she knows to keep it tidy, but I like to keep it nice and swept. It just makes it looking so much nicer and professional. What do you think? Do you think my sweeping's good, Felix? Does it look
Fantastic.
good? Sweep, sweep, sweep. Right. Oh, hello. Everybody welcome to my feed room. Obviously where I make up all the feeds, and I've got the water. So that's where the hose is. I've got these feed bins, which at the moment are a bit redundant because I keep my feed in that bin. My new toy, which is my hot horse shower, which I've used once, and I've finally got my box of apples. Okay, can't juggle. So that's the feed room. Also keep all the head collars here for, you know, bringing in and turning out, and some spare little bits and bobs. Again, I need to have a sort out of this. It's all in the pipeline, so we'll see. Every day, take the water buckets out of the stables, bring them here, give them a rinse off. So in here is where the Shetland lives. So this is Tessa's stable. It is very large, but the tiniest Shetland. And she's got a little mini bed, and this is her little mini rug. Like, look how small her rug is. How cute is that? And then so next door, this is where at the moment I keep my haylage. I've been very prepared this morning, and I've made up all the haylage nets that I need to because I finished off a bale. My haylage is from a local supplier called TH Scott & Son, and they are fantastic. It's the best quality. Like, hand on Felix, give that a sniff. Can you smell it?
Wow.
Is it?
Smells so nice.
It actually does smell nice. And you might think, what is this big box here? What is this big box? I won it. I won a prize. I entered an Instagram competition at Christmas, just before Christmas, on Charlotte Dujardin's Instagram page, and I won a prize. It's a hay steamer. It's a hay gain hay steamer. So my next fun job is going to be getting it out and setting it up. So lucky to have won that. And then in here, so these are just some more storage. It's just got like rugs and bits and bobs in, so it's nothing really interesting. Currently, we're keeping bedding. So that's my pile, that's Charlie's pile. Our lovely tool wall, the wall of tools, the wall of tools. Looks quite tidy. I like everything to be tidy. Right, so next up, let me grab a fork, and I will show you my sad wasting pride of joy, which is my muck heap. So I spend many an hour stomping, and getting it nice and flat, because it's turned into a bit of a weird obsession, I have to say. It's like a poo runway. I don't think that's very fashiony. But as you get the steps up, put a tune on, you can do this. Felix, do you want to have a go?
I'm fine, thank you.
But so whenever Felix is thinking, God, Lucy's home late. What's she doing? This is exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so we've done the front yard, is what I was going to say. We've done the front yard, so now we're moving round. Well, it's not a backyard because there's nothing out the back apart from other fun, interesting bits. Like, for example, this lovely pile of logs. Here we have Lara's field. My favourite thing about Lara's field shelter is this little hidey hole. And here's Bonnie to come and say hi. Hi, Bonnie. Yeah, so this is where, if it's frozen on the ground, I will lob some hay into the shelter through this little hidey hole, because the hay barn is right here. I spent a bit of time sweeping it this morning, but Big's doing a good job of Oh, you're really messing it up. Wow.
I know, figgies.
So here, this is my pile of hay, as you can see, as Fig is kindly demonstrating for you. And then this is Charlie's, and this is Charlie's, and here is a tractor. There is my straw pile, so I like to, in my shelter, I like to bed them down on straw, so then I don't feel guilty that they're just standing in the mud. So round the corner here is currently where I'm having to soak Bonnie's nighttime hay. I won't have to do that for much longer, thank goodness, because this is an absolute pain. I've got this trough here, which I have to basically put her hay in, soak it for 12 hours. So obviously I have to change the water, which means that I have to tip the trough out, and it's heavy, so I'm so grateful that I won't have to do that for much longer. Right, so moving on, I'm glad myself and my cameraman Felix have got their wellies on, because it is, as you can see behind me, hopefully, it is a little bit flooded. That is from the vast amounts of rain that we've had recently. Obviously it's middle of winter, so yes, it does sadly flood, but luckily this is my summer field. So by the time summer comes, the flooding will have vanished, and hopefully it will be left with lots of luscious grass underneath. Fingers crossed. So all of my fields, I'm really lucky. I've got these lovely large field shelters, which Felix hopefully will pan round to now. Lovely large field shelters. Also, it is post and rail fencing. You may also notice that in the middle here, where that big green thing is, that's actually a cricket pitch. It would make the most amazing arena. However, sadly, I don't think the cricket people of the village would be too impressed if we stomped all over this. So in the summer, we have all the village cricketers come and join and play cricket. Now that's fine, and the horses are used to it and they're very good with it. However, last year I did actually bring them in whenever there was a cricket match. Don't know how good these cricketers are, but you don't want to risk your horse getting hit with a cricket ball. This is bad. Oh, nice little drink though. Come with us! Come with us! Yay! Come on! Good girl, Lara. Come on, Willa. Biggie's clever. So off our fields we have this wonderful track going all the way down here. This leads to the river. Now in the summer this is amazing because it's somewhere you can come and cool your horse off and just have a walk through, and if you want to practice water, it's really good prep. Okay, it's going to be too deep for me to go in because it is very deep at the moment, but this basically means that you can go walk out of that away and can take you an alternate route out of the yard to go and do some hacking. Across the other side of the road there is more fields and they're not used currently. Last time they were used were last summer when my friend Maddie had her horses there. It's a huge field, but again, sadly, in the winter it's underwater and I don't even know if we can walk across because it is really wet. Okay, so now I'm going to get the dogs on the lead and take you across the road, which is where my arena is. Obviously I don't have an arena as such. I've got a lovely field which surprisingly remains quite dry through the winter, that it makes, yeah, perfect for exercising and lunging in. So this is where Louise keeps her two horses here. Walk you around now and show you. So here's the bit where I exercise Lara. This is my arena. So as you can see, I've got some jumps in there, I've got some boards. Also got my Christmas tree here, which I'll insert the video of me jumping. But yeah, a nice large variety of things to jump and lovely open space to do it in. I'm really happy that I do have somewhere to come and do some schooling. It's really helpful, and the ground in the winter, it is perfect. Little BTS here, guys. Got Felix, who's helping me today, who has got...
You mean the drone pilot?
Yes, the drone pilot, who has got a little drone friend, which he's going to send up away from the horses, aren't you, Felix? My drone pilot at work. How's the velocity up
Conditions
there?
are hard today. It's a bit windy.
I think he's coming back down. I can see him. Right, everybody, so that concludes the tour. So I really hope you enjoyed this vlog and getting to know a little bit more about where I keep my horses. It's really nice to share it with you. As I said, I'm really lucky. I'm really grateful to be in the middle of the beautiful Norfolk countryside. So I really look forward to seeing you all again very soon. If you liked this vlog, make sure you pop it a like. Maybe leave me a comment. What was your favourite part? I want to say a big thank you to Felix. Thank you, Felix, for coming and helping me. Time to love you and leave you. Everyone, remember to stay safe, look after yourselves, keep smiling. Spring is nearly here. Anyway, I will look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon. Bye, everybody.
You're getting. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think you spend too much time by yourself.
I think I do too.